Hello and welcome to another EasyBeans tutorial. Today I'd like to talk about how to place orders, how to track the orders, how to collect payment, and how to carry out the deliveries. So first we'll go to our customers and make sure we have a customer to experiment with. I'll use this one here. So most importantly, we need to make sure that the credit limit for that customer is big enough for any order that they might be intending to place. The settlement period can be, depending on your company policy, you can make that 0 days, you can make it 7 days, 30 days, whatever you'd like to make it. And at the bottom here we can see we've got order tracking and payment links. So let's make sure that our order tracking link works. I'll just click on that. Right, so this is what the customer can see. Okay, on the screen here what we'll do is we'll tap and hold on the order tracking link, and then we'll go to share with WhatsApp. Or we can share it by email. I prefer to use WhatsApp, that's generally the most convenient. We'll share that with the customer, and then we can carry on. So now the customer has access to the screen that we just looked at, and they can see the order being placed as we type it up on the invoice. Okay, before we continue, we'll go down to our settings, and over here we'll enable basic order tracking. We will enable live order tracking and delivery tracking as well, and don't forget. Okay, and now that we've set those settings accordingly, we'll see an all order tracking link at the bottom of the screen in the dashboard. So when we click on this, we can see all of the orders being placed in the business as we speak. I can see there are 2 at the moment. This is the screen that the customer sees. So this gives a brief order history, plus the current invoice that they're looking at. So once the customer is ready to pay this, they'll click here to pay, and they come to the screen here. So from here the customer will go to the next step and click on payment provider, depending on what you have set up in your settings. Please see the video about payment gateways, that's very important for this. We do have many options available there. We'll just choose this one for now. Okay, and this takes us to a payment gateway. So as you can see here, we've got many ways to pay for the invoice. Okay, now that we've done all of those checks, we can start making an invoice for that customer. Okay, I've selected the customer, and now I'll go to inventory. What does Margaret need today? Brake pads. What else should we add? Labor per hour. 2.5 labor per hour. Okay, so now we're looking at an invoice here in EasyBeans, and let's go and see what the customer can see. Okay, this is the order being placed by the customer, and the customer can click here and go to the payment screen. This payment screen shows the current order plus whatever account balance that customer might happen to have. So this customer has an account balance of 250.33. Notice how that affects the balance that's owed. So from here the customer will click on the payment provider, whichever they prefer or whichever you have set up for your company. Okay, and this allows the customer to pay. So here they'll select credit or debit card, instant EFT, and various other options. Depending where you're based, you might have other options here as well. So this requires the customer to enter their credit or debit card details, and then the money gets taken from the customer's account and deposited into your business account. So let's go back to the dashboard here. Okay, so now we're looking at the invoice for Margaret. We can also change to a different customer at this stage because the customer might need a few minutes to pay for the order. They might need a few days to pay for the order. So we can go and look at other customers in the meantime, and Margaret's order will remain saved. So if I change back to Margaret, I can see where we left off. So now I'll go down to the transactions table, and you will see here all of the recent transactions that will be invoices as well as payments. So we'll keep an eye out here for that particular customer, and once that customer has paid, we'll make sure the amount is correct, and then we can go to issue invoice. So the customer is paid now, and let's click on issue invoice. So now we've issued the invoice. The invoice will be emailed to the customer, and also on the customer's order tracking screen it will show that the invoice has been created. Invoice number 527, created at this date and time, and a delivery note has also been created. So on this screen you'll see that it says not yet dispatched. So I'll go back to the dashboard. Okay. So on the screen here I can go and have a look at my deliveries, and this is the invoice that we've just created. It will appear here so that it can be collected or delivered. So we'll select that invoice, and then I'll click on collect. Take note when you do this, it will use your current GPS coordinates. So it will give the location where you've collected the order from. That would normally be from your warehouse or from your dispatch department. You have collected 527. Thank you. And if we go to deliveries, it shows the name of the driver and the destination. So let's click on the destination and see if we can navigate there. So once the driver arrives at the customer, he'll come to the same screen, select the order and click on deliver. And there our order is delivered. As easy as that.